I know he will do it again and again. He will do it again and again. Okay, I have nothing to give you, Papa, oh, just the songs of praise, oh. What get to make them wear it? Chima, or the get you Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for connecting. Please share the video on your own platform as you join. Help us to share the program on your own platform. Share to family and friends. Share to our foes. Help us to spread the message. Let it go wide. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for joining. I appreciate everybody who has connected. We will continue no matter how difficult it is, no matter how few we are. Even if it's only one person, we will continue to preach the gospel. We can't stop. They cannot stop us. Never. Doesn't matter the amount of attack we get, the amount of attack we get, and how they try to restrict us from sending out the message. We will continue to send out the message. Please share the video as you're entering the broadcast. You share the video. As you're joining, you share. As you're joining, you share. That is how we can be able to overcome the enemies. Thank you for connecting. For those who have been able to join yet, we will continue. Others can join us later. Just give me some minutes of your time. I'm not going to take much of your time. I'll try to make the broadcast as brief as I can so that we can be able to move on. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for connecting. Please share the video as you're joining and like the video. Like the broadcast, click like. As you're joining, you click like and share. That is how we can be able to work. There is a lot of oppression in the channel. They oppress us. They don't want us to preach. They don't want us to send the information. So the only way you can support me now is to share the video and click like. Share the video and click like. That is how we can be able to overcome them so that others can get the notification and join us. Thank you for joining. Thank you for connecting. We must continue. Against all odds, we will continue. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Everybody that is joining this broadcast, if you're joining from Biafra land, you're joining from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, whichever part of the world you're joining from, I say, may Chukwu Abiyama continue to guide and protect you. Every one of you know why we are always here on this channel. You know why I'm coming here on this channel. I don't come here to fight or to talk against anybody. Never preach against any tribe or religion, but I'm speaking against those who have made themselves enemy to the people. Those that have made themselves enemy to the people. Those are the people I'm after. Those who have made themselves enemy to the Biafran people. Those who have said we will not have our freedom. They will not have theirs either. If you look at the topic I wrote there, you can see the Islamization and Fulanization of Nigeria has almost been completed on a very high speed. It is not a joke. You know, for a very long time, Mazen and Nikana have been shouting, telling us what the Fulanis are planning. And sometimes when you hear this Islamization, it's not just about the Islam, it's about Fulanization, it's about the Fulanis. Fulanis are trying to introduce their own kind of religion. The same blackmail they used to blackmail the Hausa people. They brought religion to the Hausa people. Hausa people thought they were talking about religion. At the end of the day, they swept over the Hausa land. They have taken over the Hausa land. Everything in the Hausa land today is about the Fulanis. You see emirs. You don't see Hausa rulers anymore. All you see every angle is emirs and emirs and emirs. The same war is what they have brought to the southern part of Nigeria. They have brought the same strategy to the southern part of Nigeria, and we cannot allow that. We will not allow that. That is why we have to continue to create the awareness. And when you see things that are unfolding today, you will see why we say we cannot be part of the election. You see why we don't support the election. We don't support election and people who are going to for PVC. We don't support them. We don't support them. But at the same time, we're not fighting them. Anybody who wants to go and get a PVC should go ahead and get it. It's up to them. That's their business. They should go and get it. But talk of holding an election, we cannot guarantee that election is going to hold in Biafra land. We cannot guarantee that. Because with the rate things are happening, with the way things are happening, the things that are unfolding, you can see it playing out clearly. The Fulani Caliphate are not hiding their secrets anymore. Today, you see the planet. Go to the conventional media and see the debate on the media today. The debate on the media today is about the Fulanization of the control of Nigeria. They are talking about the Muslim tickets. Everything that has been wrong in that contraption today, the Fulanis come openly and tell you that they are right. They do everything without minding. They do everything without impunity. You see, when we tell you that Nigeria has ended, that can never work, some people think it's a joke. Nigeria can never ever work. It doesn't matter how you try to do it. And the Fulanis are trying by all means to end it as fast as they can. But some of us from the southern part of Nigeria, those who call themselves Christians, are still pretending. Those who call themselves are still pretending. You are looking for peace with somebody who wants you dead. How can you be calling for peace with somebody who wants you dead? Are you much more righteous than the Israelites? Are you much more loved than the Israelites? And yet, the Israelites are fighting their wars. They are fighting their wars. They're not relenting. They're not leaving everything for God. They are fighting their wars on a daily basis, defending their borders. But you, that you find yourself in the territory of an enemy, you find yourself where enemy is occupying your territory, you don't want to put a fight. You don't want to challenge them. You are so scared to talk about it. You are so scared to discuss about it. How long shall we continue to remain in this enslavement? How long shall we continue to allow slavery to take over? Go to the conventional media, you see the debate that is going on today. You see what Buhari and his co are planning. Today they are planning to have a Muslim ticket in Nigeria. already you know that the Muslims are in charge of all the offices in Nigeria. Every important office, every important post in Nigeria is being held by a Muslim. From presidency to the down one, every important day, talk about the security, every important security outlet is being headed by the Muslim, including their prison is headed by a Muslim. The only place where they had a Christian was a vice president, and today they have finally come openly to your own face to face, and tell you that they're going to use Muslim ticket. And you see people taking it for a joke. You see people playing around it. They think it's a joke. The Fulanese want to make sure they accomplish their mission by all means possible. They want to accomplish it. And they are moving with speed. If not for the IPOB, if not for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that have been battling them, if not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had slowed them down, by now we would not be talking. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have slowed them down so much that today we are still talking about, they are still preparing and looking for a means on how to take over. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu slowed their speed. And today they are still looking for a means to rise, a means. How are they going to do it? How are they going to move on? How are they going to pursue it? But you are helping them. The most annoying thing today is that people from the southern part of Nigeria are helping them to Fulanize Nigeria. Biafran people are helping them to Fulanize Nigeria. People who are from Igbo Biafran are helping them to Fulanize Nigeria. People from the southern part of Nigeria, from the southeast. Go to their conventional media. You see the kind of statement that is coming out. You see the people who are defending the Muslim tickets. Oju Zokalo came out shamelessly in open. He said that there is nothing wrong in having a Muslim and a Muslim being taking charge. Having a president of a Muslim and a vice president of a Muslim. Oju Zokalo didn't see anything wrong in it. Oju Zokalo supported it. And in fact, Oju Zokalo said that what concerns him is how they're going to win election. That any way they win election is a way. Oju Zokalo is promoting the Fulanization of Nigeria. Today, Oju Zokalo boldly, before the whole world in the national TV, is saying that he is supporting the Fulanization of Nigeria. Even when he knows that the Fulanization, he knows that Fulani already have taken over. He knows the danger that spells. He doesn't care because of his selfish interest. Because of his selfish interest, because of a dream that he will never ever achieve. Even when he was having serving the Fulani for the past years, even while he was serving Fulani, they still put him in jail. They rendered him useless. They rendered him powerless. Today, he is playing the role. He has become the mouthpiece of the Fulanis. He has now become the mouthpiece of the Fulanis. This was somebody who, when they held him, when they were torturing him, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the person speaking. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was calling for his release. That after all, he's not the only criminal in that very country. But today, look at Oju Zokalo. Oju Zokalo has become the mouthpiece of the caliphate. You see why we don't believe in politicians. You see why we don't believe in politicians in any way. We never believe in them. Anybody that calls himself a politician, we don't believe in them. And that is why we don't believe in anything that is called election. Because you can never have a legitimate election in the country of Nigeria. The way things are being structured today, look at the way things are being structured. Look at the two major parties, that where they want to bring those who are going to run. Look at the way they place it. Look at them. Even if Tinubu won, whether Tinubu win or what, it's still the Fulanis. Look at the person that Tinubu is taking as a running mate. One of the person that wants, by all means, to destroy Biafra land. The person that wants to destroy Biafra land by all means. Even as Tinubu is now campaigning and doing everything, he doesn't care about the Southeast. He doesn't think about Southeast. He doesn't bother. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a hook about it. He has been doing consultation in other places, but he never visited the Southeast because he feels he can do it without the Southeast. And that was their plan. Go and check the video that was leaked between the same Shetima that he wants to choose as his the same Yerima, whatever they call it, or Shetima they call him, and he wants to choose as the vice president. Go and check the voice message that was leaked. What that man said about the Southeast. Go and check what that man said. When I was playing that video, even before now, I was telling you that agreement was with Tinubu. Some people didn't believe it. I was saying when that man was saying that and referring to Yoruba, it is not agreement with Yoruba, it is agreement with Trubu. Because the person he was talking to on that leaked audio is a governor. How comes a governor doesn't know such a plan that is going on? Because when he was talking, the governor himself was surprised and was laughing. The governor didn't take it serious, but these people are damn serious. When you see Fulani saying anything, they are damn serious. Look at them. Today, you see them coming on national television to defend two Muslim tickets. Two Muslim. You see where the Fulanis are, you see what the Fulanis are doing. Even when they know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu doesn't have any say. He doesn't have any say. A dead man walking. They gave him another Sharia president is what you're about to see. Another Sharia president. The vice they gave him is the person that's going to run the affairs. Certainly. And you people are folding out. You see people from the south folding their hands, thinking that it's business as usual. Go to their conventional media. You see the way they are fighting, defending two Muslim tickets for presidency. Two Muslim tickets. Go and check. The spokesperson of the Northern Forum, that idiot from Mauritania, all of a sudden saw nothing wrong in it. He said there's nothing wrong in it. And you saw when the idiot in Kaduna tried it. He tried it in Kaduna and it worked for him. You know the Fulanis, they like to test the waters. When they test the waters and they don't complain, they go ahead and do what they want to do. Just like when Buhari did. Buhari tested the water with Onoge. He removed Onoge. He didn't do anything. He first of all started the telephone arresting the lawyers, arresting all the judges, arresting judges. Nobody did anything. You kept silent. They went further to remove Onoge and put a Sharia judge. He didn't say anything. Then he went ahead to begin to put all the major posts. All the major posts, he began to put Northerners there. He doesn't care about what he said. These are the people who have been talking about federal character. Remember, it is because of this their federal character and the agreement of rotation. That was why they preached and removed Goodluck Jonathan. Even the Goodluck Jonathan, his own brothers, people from the southern part of Nigeria, joined the north and removed Jonathan. And they went and brought Buhari. They brought Buhari. They say anybody but Jonathan. They don't want Jonathan. Anybody can rule. They call him one of them. All of a sudden, today, you have seen where Buhari have led them to. And they have started again. You see Orji Zokalo saying that it doesn't matter. All they want is to win election. Orji Zokalo is saying that the only way the party will do what they will do to win, and the only thing the party can do to win is to use Muslim tickets. That is what Orji Zokalo is campaigning. Speaking openly, boldly, he doesn't care. Even when he knows that thing he's promoting is actually leading to Islamization of his own people. It is going to lead to Islamization of the country. Already, every major post you can think of in the country of Nigeria is held by a Muslim. If you look at the way that Nigeria is being arranged now, if you look at the position where Nigeria is being positioned with people who are people are holding, you will find that Nigeria is completely an Islamic nation. When Babangida went and registered Nigeria in OIC, you thought it was a joke. Some people say it's not a joke. Some people say it's a joke. It's not going to happen. Today, you have seen that registration of Nigeria in the OIC. You have seen the effect. You have now seen the effect of registration of Nigeria in OIC. You thought it was just all about that. Today, you have seen all their plan is unfolding. Every major post you can see in Nigeria, talk of security, talk of every major, even the people that represent them abroad, they are all Muslims. All Muslims. You are seeing Islamization before your own very eyes. Fulanization before your own very eyes. And the people in the south are sleeping. They are even supporting it. Instead of fighting it, they are supporting it by all means possible. They are promoting it and supporting it. And you think it is okay. Well, if you think it's okay, continue to support it. I pray that every one of you that is supporting Islamization through your so-called politicians and politics, Nigeria will happen to you. One Nigeria will happen to you, but pray. When one Nigeria happens to you, just pray that you'll be able to tell the story. Because so many of you who are promoting this one Nigeria, you will not be alive to tell the story. That is the funniest thing. You won't be alive to tell the story. They are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in captivity today. Instead of you making a case for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are busy talking of election. You are busy talking about PVC. Even when you know that your PVC cannot have effect, because it is still the same Fulani people that control the PVC. Any amount of PVC they want to give you is what they will give. Already, they know the number, they know the population. They know the population they want. And they will make sure that you do not get up to that population that you're looking for. Already, they have shared the PVC in their own area. Every child, every baby, even their cows have PVC. But in the southern part of Nigeria, even now that the youth have come out for the PVC, they can't get it. They can't get it. Registration becomes difficult. And when you register, after registration, it is not enough. For that PVC to come out and they give it to you, that is another story for another year. That's after election. That's when you go to receive those PVC. You see why we don't have to participate in that election. It is much, much better we walk away from the election. Let them do what they want to do. Let them vote in their own side. Let them go and vote. Let them vote in the north. Vote in the north and vote in the southwest. Anywhere they want to vote. Even though Yoruba people, I know that Oduduwa people are not participating. The Oduduwa people are still campaigning seriously for Oduduwa Republic. They don't have any. They're not in line with their so-called election. But I see my fellow Biafrans running around just because of Peter Obi. Because they use Peter Obi to blackmail us. So many of us are falling to that blackmail. We are falling to that blackmail of Peter Obi. Even when we know that Peter Obi cannot change anything. He can't change anything. Neither will he win the election. He will not win, and he cannot change anything. He cannot win. Even if he wins, he cannot change anything. All we want is referendum. Referendum is the only solution to solve the problem of that country of Nigeria. There is no amount of movement you can pull, no amount of strings you can pull to change the situation of the country of Nigeria except referendum. You conduct a referendum, people will choose their fate and go their separate ways. Build the country they want to build their borders and protect their borders. That is the only solution to the problem. Let us stop deceiving ourselves. Let us stop deceiving ourselves. Anything you can do to make sure that your voice is being heard in referendum, that is the right thing. That's the right word to say. Today they are trying to overshadow the agitators. They are trying to overshadow our voice. They're trying to cover our voice. The attack on our media have increased. Attack on social media have increased. Attack have increased. Today I was doing my program on Facebook. They just logged me out. I was doing a program on Facebook today. They just shut me down because of my program I was doing. In YouTube, what they do is to suppress the views. They will suppress your views. They will not even send notification to anybody. That's what they do on YouTube. They won't send your notification to anybody. They will make sure people don't get your notification. In Facebook, when I was making program on my page, they knocked me out. But we cannot stop. We cannot stop. It doesn't matter how they do. Even if I come online, I don't see anybody to talk to. I will be talking to myself. After talking, I will post it. It's left for Chukwu Okukabiyama to send out the information, and people will definitely see it. No matter how they try to hide it, people will definitely see it at the end of the day. Let us stop deceiving ourselves. We are the only people that's going to redeem ourselves. And the time for us to redeem ourselves is now. This is the opportunity for us to make a statement. We have lost so many opportunities in the past. And don't forget, some of you who are saying, let us give chance and see what Peter Obi cannot change anything. How many times will they fool you? Have you forgotten that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave this Peter Obi a chance? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave this Peter Obi a chance when he came with Atiku Abubakar. He gave them a chance. What happened? After the election was conducted, of course they won, but Muhammadu Buhari ran the election. They rigged the election, kuro before your own very car. The election was rigged. It was rigged. Nobody did anything. Nobody did anything. And today, you think things are going to change? The same INEC chairman is still there. That same INEC chairman that rigged the election for Buhari is still there. He's still the INEC chairman. He was not changed. Tanko technicality. The Sharia judge, the Sharia chief justice is still there. He has not been changed. And all of a sudden, you think you now will come and change things. How? How, for God's sake, are you going to change anything? How are you going to make it change? How can you make the change? Even if you win, they are going to rig the election. And if they rig the election, you can't protest. You know you can't protest. You know, don't deceive yourself. Or maybe the youth. The youth cannot protest. They can't do anything. They tried it during the NSAS. After they made their move during the NSAS, and what happened, they ran away. None of them want to die. They don't want to risk their life. That is where you respect the IPOB. IPOB have been fighting for this struggle for more than a decade. Many people have lost their life. Many challenges from all angles, from all corners. Many people have lost their life, lost their property, lost their livelihood. Mazen Nandekan himself have lost his 2 parents in this struggle. He has lost his father's palace. He has lost his career. Today, he can't see his children. He can't see his wife. Today, Mazen Nandekan is in captivity. And so many other Biafrans that are in jail because of the struggle. And yet, we are not stopping. We are still demanding for Biafra. We are still demanding for referendum. We are still asking for self-determination through referendum. But come on 2 weeks, the youth cannot be able to stand. And you think all of a sudden they have changed. This youth that love themselves so much. The people you see today, even the celebrities that you see that they claim to be supporting P2P, when the time comes, the music is going to change. Just watch and see. When they begin to roll out the money bags, everything is going to change. The poverty in Nigeria is real. The poverty in the real. Poverty is real. For those of them who are in Nigeria supporting the so-called election and PVC, go on the ground and see what is happening. Go down on the ground, then you will see what is happening, and you know that there's no hope for you. No hope anyway. Let's stop deceiving ourselves. Do not allow this to distract you. Don't fight against people who want to go and take their PVC. Let them go ahead. Anyone Nigerian is, we know right from time, there are people who never supported Biafra. There are so many Biafrans who have never supported Biafra. Those are the people who are going for the PVC. Let them go ahead. If that is what they feel is going to save them, let them go ahead. Let them go ahead and take their PVC. One Nigeria will definitely happen to them. I pray that when it happens to them, let them be alive to tell the story. But for those of us, the hardcore followers of Mazen Nandekano, those of us who are listening to the gospel of Mazen Nandekano, we are not part of their PVC or whatever election. We are not going to be part of it. We're not going to be part of it. That 1% of people who think that they can be able to change Nigeria, let them go ahead and change it. Let them go ahead. You can't deceive us anymore. There has been a lot of deception. So many deceptions. But today, we can no longer be deceived. It is only those who want to be deceived that have been deceived. Today, there is no secret anywhere that is not in the open. No secret that is not open. Everything that you are seeing as a secret, they are all open today. They are all open before your own very eyes. You know, when they've been talking about the Mazen Nandekan talked about the Fulanization of Nigeria, Islamization of Nigeria, people thought it was a joke. Today, it is played out before your own very eyes. Before the only position that the Christians have, vice president, they are taking it away. They are taking it away. And the funniest thing that you see the same Christians supporting it. That is how cunning and how evil the Fulanis are. After committing that crime, they will bring your own brother to come and defend that evil they have done. After planning their evil, they will bring your own brother to defend it, to let you know that even your brother support what they are doing. You see who of them supporting 2 Muslim tickets. You see Ojus Okalo speaking boldly, he wants Muslim ticket. You see Dave Umahi in the other side supporting it. You are still talking about election. The PDP that you have voted for how many years? You see how they dumped you? There is no hope anywhere for any Biafran. Mainly the people from the southeast. There is no hope anywhere. The Fulani said they are going to render you politically useless, and they have done it. They have done it to Hanez and Ndibo and the politicians. All the politicians in Biafran land today have been incapacitated. None of them have a word. None of them have a say. None of them can be able to come bold and make a point. And he will listen to. There is no single political godfather in Biafra land. None. None can make a wave. And you still think it's okay. You still think you can make something. Nothing is going to change. The earlier you wake up from your sleep, the better. The earlier you wake up from your sleep, the better. And face reality. Fulanization is real. And the only way for us to be safe from the Fulanization is for us to wake up and speak up. Continue to demand for referendum. Continue to demand for referendum. That is the only thing we can do. Continue to participate in every word that is being said. Sit at home on Monday continues. Every civil disobedience continues until Biafra comes. Listen carefully and follow instructions. When you hear revelations, follow it and pursue it. That is how we can overcome. No weapon formed or fashioned against us shall prosper. Support the ESN. The invasion of Biafra land has started. The military, as you're watching the video, the military are still kidnapping the Biafra land. They are kidnapping innocent Biafrans. They are killing innocent Biafrans. People are missing on daily basis. They go house by house and kidnap people in Biafra land. I saw a little video. The SARS you talked about before, SARS have started operation again in Imo State. SARS are operating in Imo State, kidnapping people broad daylight. They are kidnapping people and taking people away. We don't have any security. We don't have anybody to speak for us. Ohaneze Ndigbo is there is nothing like Ohaneze Ndigbo. You saw even Dave Umahi. Dave Umahi came and tell you that there is nothing like Ohaneze Ndigbo. That is the damage Fulani have caused. When we are talking to them, they won't listen. They won't listen. The so-called Ohaneze Ndigbo today, the politicians have deserted them. And they have spoken against their own children. For that, their children doesn't respect them or obey them. They have lost it all. They don't have any, their word doesn't have weight. Whatever they say, it doesn't stand. It doesn't have any weight. Because everything I've said in the past, none of them, they could be able to achieve. No promise they made that they'll be able to keep. We have to wake up. The only thing we have now is to support our ECASN. Support every structure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have put in place. And when I'm talking about structure, I don't mean all those Nzama people and those criminals. No. The structure that is strong that I know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have kept in place is you and I. Those of us who are still speaking and standing on the truth. We are the real structure. The truthfulness that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left for us. The consistency he left for us. And again, the ESN. Support the ESN the best way you can. The fundraising of ESN is coming up on the 18th. Support the fundraising of ESN. Support ESN with your widow's might. Anything you know you can use to support ESN, support. And make sure you listen to the Voice of Biafra. 97.5 FM, Voice of Biafra. Listen to it. You will get information and you are updated on what is going on. The only way for us to stay alive today is for us to listen to instructions. Our brother Simon Ekpa is doing a very great work. Simon Ekpa is doing a great work. He's ahead of them, bringing information, directing the information, directing ways to go. Don't tell me you don't know whom to listen to. Don't tell me you're not getting information. Listen to Voice of Biafra, 97.5 FM, and go to Simon Ekpa platform and join his program. Anytime he's broadcasting, join the program. You are going to be updated. Follow every instruction you are given. Victory is going to be ours. Biafra will definitely come. It doesn't matter what they do. Biafra is much more closer today than it was yesterday. Have that at the back of your mind. May Chukwu Okike Abia guide and protect everybody have done in this broadcast. I say may Chukwu Okike guide and protect you. Anybody that has helped me to share this very broadcast, Chukwu Okike Abia will guide and protect you. I thank you very much for joining me, and I pray that Chukwu Okike Abia will guide and protect our school Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wherever he is. No weapon formed or fighting against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. We will continue until Biafra comes, and even after Biafra have come, we will continue to preach the message. We can never stop. Thank you so much for watching, and remember this. See you again tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abia. And don't forget, listen to 97.5 FM. Follow our brother Simon Ekpa. Follow instruction and support the ESN fundraising on Saturday. Thank you, and remember this. Bye-bye.